Hello, dearly beloved of the Diocese of Olympia. Alleluia, Christ is risen. We gather together to begin these great 50 days celebrating the resurrection of Christ. We'll be reading this year from Matthew's Gospel, and in it, the women who encountered the angels, well, they leave the tomb, we read, in fear and great joy. Those two things together. That's an interesting sort of combination, of course, because we don't think that way, right? We would never put fear and great joy together. And yet, what they experienced was so unknown to them. This thing, this resurrection that they hadn't experienced. And so they had no idea what to make of it all. But they pinned their hope that Jesus had been raised just as he said. It's fascinating to me because in the Message Bible, we read that they leave deep in wonder and with great joy. That fear is something that isn't like we do of shaking because we're so afraid, but more about questioning, about wondering, about trying to understand. These days are filled with so much turmoil. There are wars in many places around our country. There's disrest even here among our streets. And so this time of resurrection, of Easter, is an opportunity for us to engage in that deep wonder as well as that joy. Wondering where God is already present in the ministry, in the work around us. Because friends, that is the truth of the resurrection, that we can't control it. We aren't the ones who make it happen, but God springs up around us. Jesus rises in so many ways. And it's our job to wonder about that, to find those places where God is at work, where Jesus is already present, and then join in that, to take our part in that ministry and that work that is happening, and in that way find our deep joy. We often approach Easter as if it's something that we understand, and yet we should be approaching it with that deep wonder, with an expectation of great joy, of waiting to see how God will act in us and through us and in our world and through our worlds. God is so much bigger than we could ever imagine. And so as we begin these great 50 days together, let's keep our eyes open, looking for those signs of resurrection, knowing that Jesus is in fact alive and among us, and trusting above all else that all will be well. Friends, enjoy these great 50 days of Easter. And let's say it one more time. Alleluia, Christ is risen.